The story of Ruth and Boaz is a story of love, loyalty, and divine providence, and can be found in the book of Ruth in the Old Testament. The story begins with Naomi, a Hebrew woman living in Moab with her husband, Elimelech, and their 2 sons, Mahlon and Chilion. They had migrated from Bethlehem to Moab in search of sustenance during a severe famine in Bethlehem. Sadly, Elimelech and his 2 sons died in Moab, leaving Naomi widowed and childless. Faced with the devastating loss of her family, Naomi decided to return to her homeland. Her Moabite daughters-in-law, Orpah and Ruth, accompanied her part of the way. However, Orpah eventually turned back, but Ruth, with unwavering loyalty, declared, "Don't urge me to leave you or to turn back from you. Where you go I will go, and where you stay I will stay. Your people will be my people and your God my God. Where you die I will die, and there I will be buried. May the Lord deal with me, be it ever so severely, if even death separates you and me." Returning to Bethlehem, Naomi and Ruth found themselves in poverty. To support themselves, Ruth began gleaning in the fields. By chance, she found herself working in the fields of Boaz, a wealthy and kind-hearted landowner. Boaz, the kinsman of Naomi's late husband, was known for his integrity and compassion. Boaz noticed Ruth's hard work and kindness. He learned of her devotion to Naomi and blessed her, saying, "May the Lord repay you for what you have done. May you be richly rewarded by the Lord, the God of Israel, under whose wings you have come to take refuge." Impressed by Ruth's diligence and respect, Boaz instructed his workers to leave extra grain for her to gather. He also took the opportunity to speak kindly to her, assuring her of his protection and blessing. When the time of barley harvest ended and the wheat harvest began, Ruth continued to glean in Boaz's fields. Boaz was a near kinsman to Naomi's late husband, which made him a potential redeemer under the laws of Israel. A redeemer had the right to marry a widow of a deceased relative and restore the family name. Understanding the dire circumstances they faced, Naomi devised a plan to secure a future for Ruth. Recognizing Boaz as a kind and honorable man, as well as a close relative of her deceased husband, she instructed Ruth to approach him. Naomi advised Ruth to take her bath and put on perfume, dress in her best attire, and to wait until Boaz had finished his evening meal and was ready to rest. Then, she was to make her intentions known, relying on the customs and laws of the time to convince Boaz to act as a redeemer, providing for Ruth and ensuring the continuation of the family line. Under the cover of night, she laid down at the threshing floor and did all she was instructed by her mother-in-law. Boaz, aware of her situation and intentions, comes to her and covered her with his cloak, a gesture of protection and intent to marry her. Ruth, understanding the implications of Boaz's actions, expresses her desire to become his full possession. Boaz, delighted by her response, promises to redeem her from her widowed state by marrying her. In a public assembly, Boaz exercised his right to redeem the land of Elimelech, Naomi's husband. He declared his intention to marry Ruth to redeem the family line. There was another kinsman who had the right to redeem but declined, acknowledging Boaz's priority. When the nearer kinsman declined to marry Ruth, Boaz proceeded with the marriage, thereby fulfilling the role of a redeemer. Their union resulted in the birth of a son named Obed, who became the grandfather of King David. The story of Ruth is a testament to loyalty, kindness, and divine providence. It highlights the importance of kinship, redemption, and the fulfillment of God's plan. It is a narrative of hope and restoration, demonstrating God's faithfulness even in the midst of adversity. Thanks for watching. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe.